that today marks 1 year since a tornado outbreak in southeast Louisiana.
Yeah, there were 4 tornadoes that touched down in total. One of the hardest hit areas was in Kelowna in St. Charles Parish. One woman was killed there. The tornado was on the ground for 5 minutes, but in that time, it snapped trees in half and completely lifted homes off their foundation. A lot of damage. Many of the people who were affected by the tornado were also trying to rebuild from Hurricane Ida, which hit that area a year before. Right now, we turn to Alexa Trishler, who is breaking down how some of these stories affected us. And we are seeing a lot more tornadoes, a lot stronger tornadoes, stronger hurricanes, all kinds of things.
Yes, it was a very destructive day, December 14th, 2022. 4 tornadoes touched down across our area, 2 strong tornadoes, both EF2s, one in St. Charles Parish and another on the West Bank moving into Arabi. But also there were 2 other tornadoes, an EF1 rated tornado touched down in Tangipahoa Parish and an EF0 tornado touched down in Terrebonne Parish near Homa, all on that same day. There were dozens of severe weather warnings, dozens of tornado warnings that day. And here's a closer look at that tornado path from Marrero to Arabi this time last year. Wind speeds were at 125 miles per hour. 6 injuries were a result of that tornado. It was only on the ground for about 15 minutes and it caused a lot of structural damage across the West Bank. And it took a similar path to a tornado earlier in 2022 that also jumped the river into Arabi back in March of 2022. And now in St. Charles Parish on December 14th of last year, another EF2 tornado, winds at 120 miles per hour. This one was on the ground for only 5 minutes with 8 injuries, and it did claim 1 life. I know it's always hindsight to say, to prepare, and when we look back, it's easy to say you should have done this, you should have done that, but it's really important that when you get these severe weather threats coming our way, it's really important to have that severe weather plan in place, the tornado warning plan in place. Where do you go when a warning is issued? It's good to know where in your home is a safe spot, because they do come sometimes out of nowhere. It seemingly is going to be just a regular thunderstorm, and then boom, here we go, we have some rotation. So that was certainly a destructive, devastating day for us. Luckily, going forward into the next week, we have no risk of severe weather. We do have some storms possible this weekend, but the severe risk is not with us this weekend, which is great news.
And Alexa, it does seem like we're seeing more tornadoes. We just saw some up in Tennessee. I mean,
Yes.
they do seem to be
tornadoes in
more
Tennessee.
frequent, and we're getting more hurricanes, more storms like this.
Yeah, when you have that warm air that we often see even in the wintertime coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, clashing with that very cold air coming up from Canada, you get those very violent storms. And also, like you mentioned, hurricane season getting a little busier too with the very warm sea surface temperatures that are really the culprit for more hurricanes forming. So we just have
although we got lucky this year.
We did get lucky this
All right.
year, yeah.
Thank you very much.